Jasmine Harman welcomed Marion and her husband Donald to A Place in the Sun, a couple who have been together for almost half a century. The pair had spent most of their lives living in their home on the outskirts of Scotland, but they were ready to retire to a sunnier and warmer location, where they hoped they could pick up some of the hobbies they had put on the back burner for some years. However, before the search even began, the presenter of the Channel 4 property program was unsure she was going to find the couple's dream home. The episode began as usual, with the host of the show meeting the guests on a beach in a given location where they wanted to buy their property. For Monday's installment of the show, they arrived in Almancar on Spain's Costa Tropical, hoping one of the 5 properties Jasmine was going to show them would be the perfect fit. As always, the presenter asked the couple what they were hoping to find from their dream home, with the pair explaining 2 bedrooms was the ideal. They also wanted there to be some space for them to store their electric bikes, and they wanted to be able to look out onto a beach. Before the host offered her take on this, the couple said they thought it was more than possible with their budget of £120,000. There was a bit of an awkward silence before Jasmine shut down the couple's expectations by stating, "I'm good but I'm not a miracle worker." The moment was laughed off by the trio before the presenter tried to work out whether any compromises could be made to the ideal property they were looking for. Jasmine asked, "So is it more important to be easily accessible to the beach rather than being able to see the beach?" Donald agreed it was before the property expert gave her analysis of the situation, explaining, "From what I've seen here, Frontline, to view the beach, properties start around £140,000 to £150,000. I know that's quite a bit over your £120,000 budget," she continued before asking the couple if there was any wiggle room. Marion told Jasmine they would only be able to go up by possibly another couple of thousand, but that was their absolute limit. Shutting down their expectations again, the presenter said, "To get everything you want, I think it's going to be really difficult with that budget. So that's the little reality check," she continued before the search for the dream property began for the trio in Spain. Jasmine didn't waste any time, as property number 1 was way under the couple's budget by more than £20,000 as it stood on the market at £98,000. It seemed to have everything the pair wanted, but the balcony was very small and the flat would have needed a lot of work done to it. Although the husband and wife of 47 years were divided, to begin with, by the end of the viewing they were on the same page that it wasn't for them. Property number 2 was another contender, but again, the couple weren't convinced it was the one for them, despite the price being £107,000. With the interest slumming a little bit, Jasmine knew she had to be on her A game for the 3rd property, and she didn't disappoint. Despite there being no view of the beach or the sea, the presenter explained it was only a short walk to the beach for the couple. To make up for that, there was a pool included with the property, which the expert was hoping would be a great selling point. How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car, which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival, a Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. It was at the top of their budget as it came in at £119,500, and once again, the couple agreed a lot of money would have to go into it to get it to how they wanted. Property number 4 was next on the agenda. However, this was the first home to go over the couple's budget as it was on the market for £128,000. With 2 bedrooms, plenty of space and views of the beach and the sea, Jasmine thought she was onto a winner with this one. The couple didn't rule it out as they told the property expert it was going to be a contender for them to buy at the end of the episode. Moving swiftly on to property number 5, Jasmine hoped the end of the search was going to be a lot more successful than the first half. The flat, which included 3 bedrooms and sea views, all of which the couple asked for, was on the market for £119,000. This was another contender for the couple, but they did state it wasn't completely what they had in mind when they thought of their dream home. Jasmine gave them the night to think about what they were going to do, and the next day, she met up with them to hear their decision. Unfortunately, it wasn't good news as they told the presenter they weren't going to put an offer in on any of the properties. Although Jasmine said she was disappointed, she wished the husband and wife duo all the best with their search in the future.